Hello, and welcome to the Senior Tuber Incentive, a place where mature people get to learn how to become YouTube creators. So if you're somebody who has some sort of vision or legacy or purpose, a gift, a talent that you want the world to know about, then this is the place to come to learn how to do it and to have a support system to do it with. I'm Fran Asaro. I'm the founder of Senior Tuber, and I am a Senior Tuber. And I want to talk to you today about something a little bit off track, but it is going to turn around and come back to how significant it is for you as a creator. I'm going to tell you a story about what happened to me over the past 2 weeks when my entire studio, including my computer, got hit by lightning, and it's all my fault, okay? But then we're going to turn into how you can prevent that from happening to you and how it could pertain to you in any other when all hell breaks loose moment, okay? So let's go to what happened to me, and then we'll start with how you can benefit from it. What happened is a couple of weeks ago, I started a 3-week cleanse. And that cleanse, during that cleanse, it was a community cleanse. So there was a chat room telling us some of the basic things that is important to do during a cleanse. You start having some introspection time and spiritual time. And it was recommended that you did some things to go within, like a journal or maybe to meditate or go out in nature, all things that I was willing to do. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that. And then was told to me that I would benefit by not being around my electronics. Oh my gosh, that's not something I wanted to do. And I said, okay, nobody will know. It's a group cleanse, but nobody's going to know, right? Okay, so what happened? The very next day when I said, I'll do all that, but not this, I'm sitting in my living room and hit by a huge bolt of lightning right across the street. The transformer went. Still, that happens a lot, right? All of a sudden, I go in to check my computer. For some reason, I was told to go do it, and it wasn't on. And so I tried charging it. I went around frantically trying to save my poor computer. It was everything. Everything I own is in my computer, and some of it, in the cloud. And so I brought it over to the computer doctor, of course, and basically they pronounced him dead over there, or her dead, whatever she is. And I got some of my data back, and thankfully it was on separate drives. They gave it back to me, the data, with 2 hard drives, which I had. And then by the time I hooked up the computer, I realized that several other devices had fried. Okay, I lost 3 monitors, a hub, modem, a router, and I think there was something else. I forget what it is. So here I am rebuilding for the past 2 weeks while I'm on a cleanse, and I can't go eat over it, because I'm an eater. I don't know what you do when you're stressed out. Do you eat? Do you exercise? Some of us have good practices. Mine is I go straight to the kitchen. It seems to be my favorite place to go. And all I can go in and do is stare at it, or eat whatever I was allowed to eat because it varied over the past 3 weeks. So I bring back my computer. Like I said, I start rebuilding by buying all the devices that I need. But during that time, while I was without a computer, first of all, I got to see who I am when you take away my toys. Okay, it isn't pretty. I said, what am I going to do with myself? Not like I didn't have a TV, but I'm not a TV watcher. Not like I didn't have people or things to do around the house. But when you take away your toy, the thing you spend most of your time doing, eating and being on my computer, right? Then you're not the same. You don't know what to do with yourself. And I didn't know what I didn't know. So that was the first thing, is that I don't do well when you take away my toy. And then I realized that my computer is something I'm on a little too much, right? Are you on your computer too much? And I know some of us, we work on our computer. I work from home. I'm on Zoom all day with clients. I'm on YouTube all day creating videos. I'm creating membership groups and products and services. So I'm on, and legitimately, I'm not sitting there just surfing the web, although sometimes I'm researching. And I realize that I have no balance in my life when it comes to that. So I did some of those things. I sat outside, I went for a walk, and actually went garage sailing and did some walking for like an hour. And it was beautiful. And one of the things I had determined at the end of all this was I'm going to start balancing out and spending more time outside, spending more time moving my body, whether it's a yoga stretch or going to the gym or swimming. I'm going to be doing more of that. I'm going to go research gyms so that I could go out and move my body. And I also realized that other people may be going through this as well. And so that's what we're going to talk about next. But before I do, I just want to let you know, I was fortunate enough to borrow a computer from a friend who doesn't use a computer, but maybe once a week. Can you imagine going to your computer once a week? I don't know. Does anybody here only use it once a week? But I went to him and I asked him if I could borrow his computer since he doesn't use it very often. And he was very gracious to loan it to me. But here I am again in front of 3 very large monitors all day long with a large keyboard, a microphone, a webcam, all the bells and whistles, an external speaker. I can hear good. I sound good when I come across. And then this wonderful friend of mine gives me this blessing in disguise, right? It's a tiny little 13-inch, I think it's 13-inch computer, right? And here I am, like looking so close into it, trying to look. And when I put on the webcam that came with that computer, I was so close. I tried to keep pushing it further and further away from me. But to the people who were looking at me, they were practically looking up my nose, right? So here I am half completely grateful for the fact that I have some connection with the outside world besides my phone. That's a whole nother story. But I could also not type really well on it, and I couldn't read. There's some reports I do during the week, and they're all on Excel spreadsheets, and no matter how big I can make this, it was just never really clear enough. And some things when I do my reports have got to be on multiple screens, or it takes me way too long, which it did. And I got frustrated, and I couldn't get with the part that this was temporary. I got with the part that right now I'm miserable, right? And so I really had to get over a lot of that. But here, I didn't mention this. That very same week, my phone died. It wasn't dead per se, but it wasn't working well. I couldn't receive and make calls regularly, or they were being dropped. It was just a big problem. So I was waiting for a new phone to come in. So even though I said I was getting away from electronics because everything broke down, I was actually spending more time buying and searching and, doing what I had to do to get my studio back, right? And the same thing with the phone. I had to transfer everything over. I remember it being a lot easier with my last phone, but this one just seemed like I had so much to convert. And I still am converting. I'm buying phone cases that don't work, and then that just don't fit. And I had to do a lot of returns. So like I said, it's just been frustrating. And I'm glad I'm at the other end of it so that it's coming back down and back to normalcy. So here's what I want to talk about. A lot of things, actually. One is, are you prepared if anything happens to your computer? If this is something that's really important to you, do you have a backup? Is it a cloud backup? It can't be a computer backup, because if you're saving things on your computer, you may not have your computer. So I recommend that you either have Microsoft 365 with OneDrive, or use some of your other cloud storages, Dropbox, whatever it is, and back things up. Look in your computer today. What haven't you backed up? Put the important stuff on there. And if you can't do it all in one day, it's too much to think about, allot 15 minutes a day to start backing up your computer. I'm not wishing anything on you. I wouldn't want anybody to have to go through what I went through. But make sure that you have a backup. And before you even do that, make sure your surge protector is in good shape. What I found out is that if you have anything with memory that you want to make sure doesn't get hurt, and I don't know a lot about this, but I started buying a surge protector with 1,050 joules, Joules is how they measure the power of a surge protector. that it has to be over 2,000 or 2,100 joules to have the best protection. And so I changed my order and I bought a surge protector, really good one. Apparently it has like 12 outlets and it has a bunch of USB ports, and some of them even have charging stations for your phone, and you can get them for under $50. And isn't saving all that time and all that money? I spent a fortune on this. It took me years to build this studio, and I wasn't going to take years to build it back up again. So here I ran around frantically to do it again. What would it feel like if your computer was gone today? So I recommend that you get a surge protector, even if you think you have one. Find out if you bought it like on Amazon, look it up and see how powerful it is or how old your surge protector is, and see if it's still good and strong. And I think also if you're putting any extension cords in there onto your surge protector, there's a problem with that. So be careful. All right. I'm going to put the one I bought in the description in this video if you're interested. And some of the other devices I had to buy. I might as well share it with you, right? And just take care of your stuff. Make sure that you're safe. And I know you probably are trying to build something as a YouTube creator, and you want to value those things. The microphone, the webcam, or whatever it is that you're using. Okay? And the other thing I wanted to share with you is create balance in your life. Some people do it automatically. You're really good at it, and I applaud you for it. For those of you who get a little bit too involved with your work, and I know there's a few of us out there, I know you personally, consider taking a break once in a while and touching base with people, earth, yourself. You know, I had a lot more time to take care of Fran, a little bit more time to take care of my body after a shower instead of running to work or drinking enough water, and just to spend some fun time with friends. What would you do if you had more time? And how much time are you spending on your computer, and how much would you like to do differently? Right? That's all I ask. Are you willing to do that? Okay, so let's go on to a couple of new things. I'm just getting, for those of you who are watching me on YouTube, I am just getting syndicated. So you'll be able to listen to me on podcasts. And for those of you who are on a podcast and would prefer to see me or some of the things I put on the screen, then why don't you go over to yt.seniortuber.com and subscribe so you get, and hit the bell so you get notified when the video version of this podcast gets put out there. Now, what I want to say is that there's a lot of things coming up in 2024 that YouTube is coming up with, and they have a lot of things coming up about AI. And I want you to stay tuned. So we're going to go over some of that. We're not done with optimizing, but what I'm thinking of doing is keeping this optimization thing that we're doing. It's hard when it's every week and a little bit each week. Instead, I want to maybe create a class for you to come to. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in the whole optimization conversation, which involves 11 practices to do to your YouTube channel to help you get more viewers, new viewers, and possibly some extra money, if that would be interesting to you, okay? So what is it that you're going through? I want to hear from you. I have been hearing from a lot of people, but I want to hear from you. In the comments section, let me know what you need, what questions you have, and how's it going. If you've already started your channel, please share it in this group. We want to support you. And if you have any affiliate programs that you belong to and you want to share that, if they're related to your channel, okay, not just any affiliate. If you're, I put out resources that help me in my channel, but it may help other people. Like when I put out something like TubeBuddy, okay, TubeBuddy is like my favorite tool. I'm going to share the heck out of that. TubeBuddy, if you get TubeBuddy when you're putting up your videos, I never upload a video without TubeBuddy. It is my partner when it comes to telling me how to do my tags, how to optimize my keywords, how I did with SEO. It takes so much time away from my uploads. It also helps me with upload defaults, where I can set up. Let's say you have like I do, a podcast upload default. Let's call it a template, but they don't call it that. They call it an upload default. But if you want, you can get multiple templates so that if you have a podcast, if you have a how-tos, if you have a resources like I do, whatever it is, if you have different style videos and you have different descriptions that you would put in there and different tags that you would use for that, then you want to get, well, because first of all, YouTube only gives you one upload default. And if you only need that, that's fine. Most people need more than one. I think I have almost 20. And then when you go and you upload your video, you can automatically upload the defaulted pertaining template, right? And that's what I want you to do, is know the ease of uploading your video, because sometimes we love creating. We're so happy with it. But yet we don't like the work that comes afterwards. And if you don't want to pay somebody to do it for you, let's at least make your job a lot easier. So I really recommend that you have TubeBuddy, okay? The other thing is I put out a couple of new videos about some more AI tools. I'm so big on AI tools. So I have this one called Opus Clip. I made videos on it. I'll have it pinned up here. And what that is a video that helps you take anything that's 15 minutes or longer and turn your long form videos into multiple shorts. All right. Now, what that means is I put in a 20-minute video into the system of Opus Clip, and it gave me, I did 3 of them on a free trial, no less. They give you 200 minutes for your free trial. It's amazing. So I put in 3 20-minute videos, and out of all 3 of them, total, I got 46 videos, 46 shorts out of them. Now I'm uploading them, and I didn't have to do much editing. You could edit it from there, but look at the video. It'll tell you a little bit more about it. So if you have long form video from years ago that you wish you could repurpose, here's the thing. If you get your shorts from the long form video, there's a new feature for the shorts where you can, it's the suggested video option. It's under your video details page in the right column where it tells you about all the best practices for you to do. And you go under that, like where you have your, where you were going to go public, and if you have to put in subtitles, go down to where it says suggested video. This is amazing. Then you take the video of the long form and put that link in there. So when they're looking at your short, they're going to see the link to the video you want them to see. It doesn't have to be that long form video. It could be anything. And this only works on shorts. It does not work on long form videos. But what a great feature, right? You know, when I found out, I have a shop also. If anybody has, I think, over 500 or 1,000 subscribers, you can actually have a merchandise shop for free. Put out some of your favorite sayings or logos or whatever on shirts and totes and cups. And you can actually put, I'll show you by doing some in here, put some of your products in there. They pop up on your video and people click on it. So it's extra promotion by doing that. YouTube has so many things for us to promote our business with the memberships, with the shop, with the podcast. There's so much you could do with it. So go ahead and check that out with the shorts, okay, with the Opus Clip. I hope you like it. The other AI product that I was telling you about is invideo. Now, this is a program where you can put in a link or your details about a video you want it to create, and it creates it for you. If you don't want to be on video, it's got people, it's got voices and people and images for you, and it makes it all in just a few minutes or seconds, actually. So I'm going to put the link to that there too. They both have free trials. I just want to be able to hand you all the resources that are out there to make life easier. Some of us are low tech, all right? If you're low tech, then this is the best thing for you, is to find these tools that make it a lot easier. So if you don't want to learn a lot of technology, learn one of these programs where you don't have to edit or you don't have to do a heck of a lot. You don't have to have all these cameras and microphones and everything. All you have to do is sit there and create it. And I know for some it's a challenge, but if you spend time on one piece of technology, it might be a little bit easier for you. Imagine having something like that could take just minutes and you could pop out videos left and right. And I will tell you, putting out a lot of videos with a lot of things that are going on in your head is really good to grow your channel. The more the merrier. And the more shorts that you bring into your channel, the better. What shorts do for you? I call it like a BOGO, a buy one, get one free at the supermarket. It draws people in. They're not making any money on that at the supermarket, and you're probably not going to make much money on it if you have shorts. But what you are going to do is you're going to get viewers and you're going to get subscribers. And you get people who are going to see your channel, see your content, and either fall in love with you or not. But you'll have a lot more people who will come by. And that's what we want. You'll get some tire kickers, but you'll also get some very loyal fans. And that's what I want to give you. So the more shorts you put out there, the better. That's why the Opus clip, I think, is the best thing for you. And then the video is the best for you if you don't have the wisdom or the tools. Just get one good program that's going to make your videos for you. Okay? What I'd like to know is if you do try those things, I want to know what you think about it. If you could put your comments in the down below in the comments section, and let me know if there's something else you're looking for AI to do for you. Okay? So I'm going to end today with saying next week we're going to do something really cool, and I want you to stick around so you can see or come back and see what it is. All right? So I'm Fran Asaro, and I thank you so much for being here and listening to my lightning strike story, and I hope that you will do whatever it takes to take care of your stuff and yourself. Have a great day, and remember that senior tubers rock. You know, there's a place for us. And we don't get older, we get better, and we have wisdom the more we age. And don't let it die with you. Don't let your wisdom die with you. I have so much passion. I want to keep going. I want to keep helping people. This is my thing. What's your thing? You want to teach people to sew? You want to teach them to cook? You want to tell them how to travel? Let people know that you exist, and let people know that there's somebody out there that can help them. And here's the thing. If you think that there's 1,000 cooking channels on YouTube, and why you? There are thousands of cooking channels, or travel people, or music teachers. There's 1,000 of them, but they're not you. And you have a way about you. Like I could say there's a lot of people doing things better than me. They're younger, they're prettier, they're smarter, they have more years involved, whatever it is. But you know something? The people that come to me, they like me. They want to be in my world. They like something about me, whether it's my personality, my incredible sense of humor, right? I don't even think I've ever let out my real sense of humor with you yet, but I'm getting better. After all, this is like my 7th or 8th podcast. You know, I've got more to do until I really unfold. And then, you know, maybe the colorful sneakers will come out, or the weird hats. Probably not, but just something funny. More of me is coming. And I want to see more of you to come out there too. All right. That's another thing. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Did you know you probably know that they say when you're on camera, it adds 10 pounds to you on video camera? Well, it works the opposite with energy. So if you have low energy, do your best to step it up a bit while you're in front of the camera. I mean, I don't talk like this all the time, but sometimes I do. I do have a lot of passion. But I have to step it up so I at least sound probably normal to you. I probably don't even sound like I'm being a little bit lifted, right? It's not forced. It's just generating more of myself, like an actor would do, projecting. And so remember that when you're creating videos is don't just sit there. Sit up straight and high and proud and talk to people with a direct voice and do the best you can to up your energy. All right. Well, have a great day. Thank you.